Today we have lesson related to if and unless. Let's start with the absolute foundation. If introduces a condition, you will have to keep it in your mind that wherever you see if, it always introduces a condition. Okay? It always introduces a condition. And when you see unless, unless means if not or except if. Unless means if not or except if. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. There are some golden rules that you will have to keep in your mind, because unless already has a negative meaning built inside it. Unless has already a negative meaning built inside it. Adding don't or doesn't right after it creates a double negative, which is a huge grammar mistake. For example, if you say, unless he was not working hard, he failed. Now, what are we doing? We are using here unless, which has meaning of if and not. Also, we are adding one more not to the sentence when we are making a sentence by using the word unless. So this sentence is going to be wrong because we have added two or double not. It means it is a double negative sentence, which is clearly huge grammar mistake. Now that we have this golden rule written down, can you see the golden rule written down? Never put not, don't, and doesn't directly after unless. Keep it in your mind that never put. What never put? Not, don't, and doesn't. Right after unless. Okay? We This is a golden rule about unless. Whenever the word unless comes in your mind, you will have to keep memorizing it, keep learning it. You are going to perform instantly. Oh, unless it means there is no not, there is no don't, and no doesn't. Directly after unless. Okay, so just keep this rule in your mind and you will definitely achieve something good. Now I'm going to show you some examples. For example, first let me write the topic again so that we might not forget what were we studying. We were studying if and unless, the difference between if and unless. So now I'm going to give you the examples. Okay, so be attentive, be more focused toward the examples. The first example I have here is, if you don't study, if you don't study. Okay, now can you tell me how we can change it in the same phrase, the same sentence with the word unless? So it will be changed like, unless you study. Unless you study. Both of these have same meanings but different writing pattern according to grammar. With if we have used don't, but with unless we haven't used any not, don't or doesn't. Okay, so it both of these phrases are correct until unless I add here a no, then it will be wrong. Okay, but right now it is a correct statement. The next one we have here is, and there's another example. We are going to write that if she doesn't call, if she doesn't call, if she doesn't call, what will be the same phrase when we convert it with the word unless? What will be the sentence? Unless she calls. Uh-oh, why haven't you added here? No, not, doesn't. When we were saying unless, because unless itself had the meaning if plus not. Okay? If has not in it, because it's a condition. But unless has already the meaning if plus not. It means we don't need to add an extra not in the sentence. So you can learn it by the three-step formula. I hope golden rule is learned by all of you. So I am going to erase the golden rule. Ignore my the prettiest and smoothie duster. This is a lifesaver for me, especially late at night. Okay. So the next is three-step formula. What are we going to learn? We are going to learn three-step formula. Three-step formula. And what's that? Okay, so the three-step formula is if you don't work hard, I'm going to write here a sentence. I think the sentence should be with a red marker. If you don't work hard, if you don't work hard, what will be the next? You fail. You fail. I'm writing here fail here. You fail. Now, three-step formula is here. One is if, we have used here if, or we can say we can also use here unless. If we replace for the same sentence if with unless, and number two we have remove don't or doesn't, because we are using here unless, so we will not use remove, we will not use don't or doesn't. I hope you have learned it that with unless we never put not, don't, never, because unless has itself its meaning if not. Okay, and the number three rule is, three-step formula is, number three is fix the verb. Fix the verb. Fix the verb. Sorry for my bad handwriting, and this is the last line and I can't write completely. So there are three-step formula to convert this sentence into the sentence that will be made by using unless. Okay, so let's try making that sentence. If you allow me, I may erase the board from the upper side. Okay, let's erase the board. And now we are going to make a sentence, this sentence But now we will replace if with what? With unless. Okay? We will replace if with unless. So let's see. Okay. Now our sentence will be unless unless you don't work hard. Unless you, what do you think? We will use the word don't? No, we will not use the word don't because we are using already unless. We will complete it unless you work hard, work hard, you fail. You fail. Unless you work hard, you will fail. If you don't work hard, you will fail. Okay? And if unless you work hard, you will fail. So what is the most common and most important thing in it? There was only one specific rule that never use don't, doesn't, not, never when you are making a sentence with unless. If shows a condition that is that is based on definitely on a conditional sentence. If you work hard, you will succeed. If you don't work hard, you will fail. Look at the second example carefully. When we remove doesn't call, okay, look at the second example carefully. When we remove doesn't call, change to calls to agree with she. Whenever you have an exam, questioning asks you to rewrite an if not sentence using unless. So what are basically I am going to tell you about this thing that in exams usually a question appears to change the sentence formed by using if to unless. So just keep it in your mind whenever you will have to change the sentence that was already made by if and now you are going to change it in unless. So first you will remove the term related to not. That can be not, that can be doesn't, that can be didn't or doesn't or don't. Okay, so you will have to just keep it in your mind. Okay, you will replace all of these when you are going to use the word unless. Okay, because unless has already its meaning. If not, keep those three steps in your mind. Which three steps? If if you are going to convert if to unless, first step, you convert if into unless, remove don't or doesn't, and then fix the verb according to the condition. Keep it in your mind. I hope it's clear to you. Now I want to conduct a short interactive practice quiz. Let's see what you have learned because the basic thing is that motivate that will motivate me and that motivates me that is a quiz so that I may learn that how much my students have learned from my lesson. Okay, so let's start a quiz. Okay, so the first question in the quiz is this is a quiz time. First question is you do not drink water, if you do not drink water, you get dehydrated. You will get dehydrated. Dehydrated. Okay? So now you are going to change this statement into which form? Into form of unless. Into form of unless. So let's start with unless. I am counting up to 5, and if you know the answer, you can share your answer in the comment section. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I hope if you are in the live chat, you have typed your answer right now. If you are watching the replay, pause the video for 5 seconds and write it down in your notebook. I am writing here the correct answer so that you can match it easily. Unless you do not, will do not come here. No, miss, because unless means if plus not. Unless you drink water, you will get dehydrated. Okay, miss. And this is the correct sentence. Now I am going to give you one more question, one more quiz, and that is, if he doesn't practice, if he doesn't practice, he won't win. He won't win. If he doesn't practice, he won't win. Now, please change it again in the unless form. I am again counting, backward counting till 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now, let's start with the writing the answer. First word will be unless. Okay. Then he doesn't will not come because there is unless. He practices. He won't win. Unless he practices, he won't win. This will come as it is in the sentence. Okay? I hope it is clear to you. The next thing is, okay. Now, the last question I have for you that is a little bit tricky. Let's see. Number 3 is, you will have to correct it. Okay? The number 3 is, now I will write a little short and the board is getting down as per my height. Unless you don't wear a coat, unless you don't wear a coat, you get cold. You get cold. Now all of my champions, all of my YouTube family will tell me what is a mistake in it. What do you think? What is a mistake in it? 5, 4, Three, two, one. Yes, the mistake is, Miss, here we have unless. Then why are we using don't? There will be no don't because unless meaning is if plus not. So we can't double the word not. One time we have here unless it has what it has? It has two words. If plus not, then we don't need to add here a don't. Unless you wear a coat, you get cold. Okay? Unless you wear a coat, you get cold. Okay, student, that wraps up our whiteboard lesson on if versus unless. If this simple three-step rule made things clear for you, hit the like button and subscribe for me more grammar sessions. I have left a bonus practice question in the pinned comment below. Type your answer in the comments and I will personally check it for you. See you later in the next class soon.